forgive me if I have sinned. Woke up this morning and continue to win. Goddamn. Yo, it's Monae Media. I'm Priest Mastersson, of course. This is Monae.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, so I could walk through any alley and get nothing but respect. On the map like Rand McNally, and I'm carrying a tech. So you should probably get around me or get buried like a pet. Cemetery, and it's scarier than sex with no protection for the session, and she never had a test. Yes, my God, my squad's filled with vets, street marines with machines, guitar scars from treks through the jungle. Ain't no humble, cause my struggle is a flex. The biggest muscle is my brain, the pain never relents. Reflections of the past, inceptions for the cash. Doing 90, see me through intersections as I pass. Yes. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a start.
It was an amazing start.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. It's so bold, and it says a lot.
I think so too.
Yes. Who am I in the presence of right now?
My name is Priest Mastersson.
Wow.
Northwest artist, entrepreneur, philanthropist, mentor, musician, father. There's a whole list of things. Can't really put me in one category. It's not possible.
That's what's up.
For sure.
You do a lot of different things.
Indeed.
Very talented.
Thank you.
I mean, that song is deep.
Yeah.
It's deep.
It goes really deep. I mean, and it's what anybody wants to attach to it as well.
Absolutely.
It's not necessarily a religious thing or anything like that. God can be whoever it is that whoever believes
Right.
God is.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not a judger of that type of stuff. I feel like that just puts me in a box as a judgmental asshole.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
All faiths and religions are welcome in my world.
And it's each one's way of learning their own way.
For sure.
Like, we different things that we do, it's to reach a certain type of people.
For sure. There's
so many different personalities. One person believes this, one person believes that, but it's all one.
Indeed.
It's just your way to perceive it.
For sure. It's all a matter of perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, so if y'all didn't know, you're watching Melissa Monae Media on YouTube, and you're listening to SeattleHipHopRadio.com. I'm sitting here with my boy Priest Mastersson. He has allowed me to come into his home and get to experience all this greatness.
Some small tastes.
Just a little taste. I'll
Yeah.
take that. I'll take
sure.
it.
For sure.
I got to be a part of your journey, and it's absolutely an honor.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
I want to point out that the production on this is Brainstorm. A lot of y'all might know him from Dime Def. He's also got some stuff coming out. He's crazy on the boards. He's got spits, everything. He's just a dope dude in general. What's good, Brainstorm?
Yo, what's poppin'?
I don't know. I kind of want to play another joint for him. This is kind of, I want to give some tastes and some flavors of what this album is going to be like all about. This one I'm going to play is something that I actually produced. It's like the latest thing that I produced. Some people know me, some people don't. I play instruments. I play the guitar. I play the keyboard. I'm alright on the drums, but you know what I mean. Whatever. I can pretty much play. I can pretty much play whatever you put in front of me. You know what I mean. Put me in the room with an instrument for 15 minutes. I'm gonna come out with a song.
Say that.
It's just music is the thing I do. I'm like a musical entity.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let me see. This one, that last one was Brainstorm. This one is a joint that I just did recently, like maybe a month ago or something like that.
Okay.
It's called I Just Drive. I actually wrote this song the night my guy, Roger Henderson, rest in peace, the night that I found out that he passed away. So I wrote this song probably in like an hour Well, I wrote it, dropped it, mixed it in like an hour.
Wow.
It just came out, you know, and that's when the best work happens, when it just...
And especially when you just feel it. If it's there, do it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up.
So this is I Just Drive.
You can make the decision between life or death. The choice is yours. Either you get it or you don't. Kinda like respect. Will it you won't? Killer gets smoked. Dealing in dope. Fulfillment and hope. Is it really a joke for me to be trying my best? No. I've witnessed tragedy and it's sad to me. I'm actually accustomed to all of the crime and stress. Traction and gumption. Breaks into fractions and function. No longer basic math. A conundrum that's stuck in my mind nonetheless. And yes, I will figure everything out. As I get dressed, I make some mental notes, then get on my route. Get out the house for a minute. Leave my spouse and my children just to collect my thoughts and channel my mountainous vision. I just try, yeah, take me out my mind. It's kinda hard just to survive in it sometimes. I can't lie. If I died right now, who'd be surprised? So I ride. Another day, another $1.50. Another crazy bitch that's trying to get me. Another lazy nigga lying briskly. Can't get away cause I'm too flying filthy. So in my face they get real shine shifty. Like some flies on shifty. I survived on instinct. The 45 will turn their mind to mincemeat. It's only right that I stay sly and slippery. I live my life and I rely on mystery. Don't tell my left hand what the right is doing. They'll both get their time in history. It's nothing but mathematics. It's fuck from a mad savage. They trouble in bad practice. I'm forward, they ass backwards. I bubble and that's that. It's a double. I snatch, grab it, and love with the bag. Tag it, just trust I'm a bad bastard. Hi, waving at the fam. Somewhere out in San Diego, catch me playing in the sand. That's right. Flavin' with the fam. I'll be sliding with my people. I ain't making any plans. Just drive. Take me.
What is you over here doing, Mastersson? Man, mastering some shit. I mean, like, the things that you talk about is real. You know what I'm saying? I feel every word that you say. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And it's the way that you're saying it. It's different. It's different, and it's great. It's dope. I'm telling you. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I do it for you.
Yes.
And I do it for y'all. You know,
yes.
For everybody. This is music, and art should be enjoyed by people, just
Absolutely.
in general. That's what it's there for. It's to create a moment in time where everything just goes away. You know what I mean?
Man.
And you don't got to worry about life's troubles, problems, worries. Like, everything melts away.
You put a lot into your music, and it I know it's not easy, but as it comes out, it just flows for you.
Yeah.
You know, and you're able to do all these things. You're very creative.
Well, I mean, it comes from a lifetime of pain. Every artist, you know, they're conflicted individuals. You know what I mean? They're troubled. You know, we come from troubled pasts. We come from troubled lives. You know what I mean? I was born on the army base. My mom left when I was a year old. I didn't know my dad. He was an Army Ranger. You know what I mean? Like, what child knows his father if his father's an Army Ranger? He's a killer.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So from there, it goes to I lived with my dad. He's not my biological father, but my dad, his name is Lou Becerra, rest in peace.
Yes.
He passed away last year, June 4th. So that's his Impala that's in the driveway.
Okay.
The one that my oldest son is gonna get.
Okay.
I tried to tell him I was gonna buy him a Camaro. He said, "No, I want Granddad's car."
No.
I was like,
okay.
all right. I mean, it's a nice car, and it saved me like $18,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's a win-win.
Right.
I mean, you know, everybody's happy.
Yeah. It was only $18,000 because it would have been like the base model. He ain't getting that super shit. Like,
right.
He ain't gonna be 16-year-old and living to be 17 because I bought him a damn Camaro with the big shit in it.
Right. You know, let him ease his way into it. You know, because sometimes we ask for things that are bigger than our means, and we may not be ready for it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
For sure.
You know, I think he's making a good decision. You know, that's good that he thinks like that. He's not thinking about the big flashy. Yeah. You know, he's got respect.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
So tell us a little bit about your upbringing.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. So we went to me getting over with Lou and being with him when I was with him, and I was a horrible child. Like, so when the reason why he actually divorced his ex-wife is because when I was around a year old, they started putting me in the closet, like in a car seat, strapped in the car seat, and I remember these things. For some reason, I remember these things. I can remember all of this, and that was obviously pretty fucked up. So he literally divorced her. We left, and actually she left and did her own thing.
Okay.
And then they divorced.
Okay.
So
he found out.
Yeah.
What she was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good for him. Oh, Lord.
And that's when the anger started. So I was an angry kid. I was just a mean, surly, happy most of the time, but don't piss me off kid.
Right.
And so around in first grade, I started getting bullied by this dude that was in fourth grade, right? So he's 3 years.
First grade and fourth grade.
Yeah, so he's 3 years old. It's the '80s, so it was rampant back then. You know what I mean? It wasn't all somebody called you a name. Oh, we need to intervene. Like, it wasn't none of that. You just got your ass whooped. You know what I mean? Until you corresponded with that.
I remember when I was in elementary school. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay, I'm the same age.
Yeah.
Well, I remember they sent a note home when I was in elementary school. Is it okay if the principal whoops you if you're bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. My principal wouldn't have dared. They would have caught. I was a crazy little kid, like just really, really for real. But and part of it was also because of this individual. It just got worse and worse. So he would follow me home every day and whoop my ass. Wow. I was just scared of him because he was hella big. So one day, Lou, I come in crying. He said, "Get out." I said, "What? What do you mean? He's right out there. He's gonna beat the shit out of me again." What? He was like, "You gotta do something, Kenny. He's gonna keep on doing it every day." Oh. And he has been, hasn't he? You want to keep on getting beat up, or you want to do something about it? So I go out there sniffling, shaking and shit. And,
but you fought back. Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
I fought back. He went. At this point, he's just clowning me. He's just like doing karate kicks and shit. Like he's, you know what I mean, shit like that.
Big old
he's
jokes.
like, yeah. So he goes to kick me, and I duck and I punch him in his balls, and he falls over and he's done. He eventually gets up, I guess, because I ran in the house after it was done. I was like, I did it, and he was like, see.
Told you.
Right. So he disappeared for about 3 weeks, and which was funny because we went to the same school. However, about 3 weeks later, when he came back, oh man,
what happened?
It was with a vengeance.
That's okay.
And it was the same thing. At this point, we're like scrapping back and forth. He's usually winning because he's just he's a fourth grader.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Wow.
And it's going on now it goes on for like 3 years like this, where we're scrapping every day.
You had to go through elementary school.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Middle school.
So,
well, what? We went to 5th grade, right?
Yeah. No, I did good in school.
But y'all lived close to each other, so he was always.
Yeah, we're in the same neighborhood, which leads me to how I ended up in the foster care system.
Okay. All right.
So when I was around in 4th grade, we weren't even in the same school at this point, but we're in the same neighborhood, the Woodcliff Apartments in Renton. Okay. Big ass apartment complex. So it was the 80s. There was a birthday party. There's a birthday party in the 80s. Everybody's kids goes to the birthday party. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Because it's the adults' time to get lit, do their own thing. Like, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? We're going to do our thing. So it's on the third story of this apartment building. And it's just a little party, kids are just doing what kids do or whatever. There was a Nintendo. You know what I mean? That's me aging myself as if I haven't already said I'm 40. But he ends up on the balcony, and I say, maybe. So I run up behind him, and I put my arm under his legs, and I dump his ass over the fucking balcony.
He deserved that.
That's how I feel still to this day. Okay. I don't feel bad about it.
He ain't died.
Yeah, no, maybe like I don't mind. I don't think he's if he's still alive, he still shits in a bag and doesn't walk anywhere.
I mean, like, you hurt him?
Oh yeah, he broke his back, all that shit. Yeah.
I mean, well, this is one thing. He deserved it. I mean, but you know.
I mean, a person can only take so much.
I agree 100%. So you know.
Yeah.
Shit.
But then from that point, the state gets involved.
Oh no.
They're trying to charge a 9-year-old with attempted murder. Like crazy shit.
And you were 9?
I was 9 years old.
How high up was y'all?
We're 3 stories up, so probably like a good 40, 50 feet.
But you was mad. But you know what? He built that all up inside of you. You know what I'm saying? And his parents should have taught him better.
Yeah.
So, but okay.
The way I teach my kids is bullies get beat up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you get sent home for beating up somebody for messing with you, I know it's because they were messing with you. Because my kids are peaceful. However, they've been living with me their whole lives, so they got hands. And my oldest, he's 13. He's 5'10", 185 pounds. He's a big dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he'd be like, "Dad, you want to wrestle?" I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. I gotta go to work later. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Just tomorrow or their next lifetime maybe. You know?
Right.
But so bullies get beat up. Don't be a bully.
Don't be a bully.
You're gonna get beat up or thrown off a fucking balcony.
You're gonna get hurt. I mean, karma is real.
Right.
Karma's real. Karma is real.
Yeah.
I just want to say you are watching Monae Media on YouTube and you're listening to SeattleHipHopRadio.com. And I'm sitting here with my boy Praised.
What up?
You know, talking about bullies. Don't be a bully.
Don't be a bully.
You'll get bullied back.
Bullies get beat up.
10 times worse. You feel?
I think we're going to roll to another joint.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is another, watch that mic behind you.
Oops.
Yeah, you're good. This is another Brainstorm production. What up, Brainstorm? Man, you know you produced half of this joint, and you're going to continue to do so, man, as long as you're willing to rock with me, man. I know I can be a little bit of a dick, but you can be too. Love you, bro. Let's see. Let's
love the energy. I love the energy.
Let's see here.
The energy is real, you know?
Yeah.
The energy is real. I mean, life is real. You know, and the things that you have been through, you can't just... Those are learning experiences. You know, it helps you. You went through that for a reason.
Indeed.
So.
I mean, I don't regret anything. I don't have any regrets about anything. It just is what it is. It made me the person I am today.
Exactly.
And hopefully I can be an individual who people can be like, yo, that's a good way to be now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't show anything but love. You know, matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna play. This is another one that's that I produced as well.
Okay.
It's called "This Is the Love" or "The Love," and I mean that's what I'm all about. There's only 2 ways to live in life: it's love or fear. If you live in fear, you're never gonna be successful. You're always gonna be scared to take that risk. You're always gonna be scared to move forward. You're gonna be scared to be uncomfortable. You're gonna be complacent in life because you're scared of what you might be able to experience. You know what I mean? And that's just not the way to live.
Gotcha.
The way to live is in love. You know what I mean? Have love for your people. Have love for yourself.
Have love for what you do.
Indeed. Have enough love for your people and for yourself to not take this bullshit like from anybody, from police, from politicians, from friends, family. Fuck that. You gotta love yourself enough to not fucking tolerate that bullshit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And love them enough to teach them the fucking lesson that they need.
Show them. Yeah, exactly.
You know? Hopefully it doesn't take throwing them over a balcony, but you know what I mean? You never know.
You gotta learn.
Right.
Eventually you will learn.
Right.
That what you doing ain't right.
Right.
And if I gotta be the one to show you, I'm right here.
I'm with all the shit and all the stuff.
So keep trying all that shit with me, because it ain't gonna fly with me. I'm gonna let you know what's up.
Right.
You know, and it just be like that. I mean, come on.
But this is what I'm talking about.
All right.
The love.
Let's run it.
This is the love. This is the love. This is the love. Yeah, this is the love. This is the love.
Allow me one moment. I'm still in the middle of mixing this, and that piano is way too fucking loud.
Ooh.
So we're gonna go like this. And then we're gonna run it back.
This is the love. This is the love. This is the love. Yeah, this is the love. This is the love. Priest. Yeah, it is. This is the love. This is the love. Yeah, it
is. See, we all out of sync. I'm all out of sync right now.
Okay.
That's all right. I mean, shit happens. This is like what you said earlier.
This is
life.
real. This is real life.
Yeah.
Okay. What you see is what you get.
So I guess most people don't know. A lot of people do though. I mix all of my shit. I'm the one playing most of the instruments. Mm-hmm. I'm singing most of everything. Wow. I'm
so
spitting
everything
all
that's
this.
in there is all you.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
For sure. Besides what you're hearing from Brainstorm, you know what I mean, and he's been a huge impact on this album. And man, he's actually the one that brought me back into the spirit of it. You know what I mean? Because go ahead.
Before you go any further, I would like you to share with us where you got your name from.
Oh,
that's important. I mean, because it's important.
It's an interesting, kind of long story.
Oh, right.
So, matter of fact, my guy Roger Henderson, rest in peace, gave me the moniker when I was 16, 17 years old. Priest.
Means
moniker, like my nickname, the euphemism for my calling. I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to use too many words.
No,
you know what
please. I mean? This is why I do what I do, because I learned so much. So sure. I'm taking all this in. You know what I mean? So yes, I've never heard that. So
For sure.
Okay.
So after foster care and all that, you know what I mean? Because I ended up getting kicked out eventually. You know what I mean? But before I got kicked out, I was going to something called respite at Rick's house.
Okay.
Everybody called him Rick or Uncle Ricky. Rest in peace, him as well.
Yes.
I've lost far too many people. However, so I would go over there, and then there was all these older cats that were there. You know what I mean? I think the youngest at this point was 26 or something like that. So this is still to this day, these are my brothers. You know what I mean? There's Ro, there's Raj, rest in peace. There's Peg, there's Razor, there's Kai. So many. I think that's a good J Doug, Jeremy. We call him Harry Belafonte or Iron Palms, because you don't want him to get his hands on you. He'll literally squash you for real.
Right.
But where was I at? Oh, yeah, Roger. So I was around all these cats, constantly, and they were confused as to why is this little motherfucker around us all the time? Why are we allowing this?
Right.
I'm drinking with him, smoking with him, all that.
Yeah.
I was just this little stray foster kid that everybody took under their wing. You know what I mean?
It was your spirit, your soul. They can feel it.
I guess so. Because they're all still to this day good dudes and always have been. You know what I mean? We have our falling outs here and there. What up, Kai? But anyway, love you, bro. But yeah. So he was like, "Man, you're just been around us, just absorbing all the game. You're getting all the game. You're he was like, and he said something about my pops, my other foster pops, rest in peace. Being a pastor, he was like, man, you like a priest. You're like a game-laced priest. You're game-laced priest. And so originally that was my name. They were calling me game-laced priest. You know what I mean? So as I got older, that shit just seemed a little childish to me. Running around telling people, yeah, I'm game-laced priest. Yeah, I'm game-laced priest. You feel me? You know what I mean? Corny ass shit. You know what I mean? So and then it just turned into priest. Okay. And then being as I don't know my parents and shit like that, and I've had so many different guides throughout the year, years. Right. It's I'm not. We're gonna have to move this just because it's too much equipment over there.
Are you feeling? Okay. Yeah.
I actually do that when I go to other people's studios. I'll be like, yeah, go and take this drink off your desk. They be looking at me like, take my shit off of my desk. I'm like, yeah, bro, because I don't want you to fuck up. Come on. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. I feel it.
So yeah, it turned from gang laced priest to just priest. And being as I don't have no real family for real, don't have no, although I have several father figures and big brothers and mentors and things like that, it's like I don't know my parents. So I started saying, you know, I'm the master's son. You know what I mean? So not like Massa's son. So don't get that shit twisted or come approach me in public on that shit because we're gonna have issues. However, I am the master's son. Whoever the master may be. The master may be you. The master may be me. Whoever it is, I am the master's son. I am priest, master's son.
Man.
And I show the love. That's what I'm all about. Here's another brainstorm track.
Okay.
Long story, I know, right?
No, absolutely not. We have time. We got time.
Another brainstorm track. This is called "Don't You Be No Fool," or "Don't Be No Fool" or some shit. Whatever fits on the CD is what it's gonna be called. Yeah, I'm gonna run this thing all the way through because it gives you an idea of like some of my gymnastics that I'm capable of, and you'll hear it around the third verse. So check this shit out.
Okay.
And if you tell somebody that you know I'm not fucking with these cats for real, like on the level with these cats, you're lying to yourself, bro. I'm gonna just be for real. So we gonna run this shit.
Now's the time when you can whoop a nigga ass. Worry about getting shot. Let me tell you, bro. Don't you be no fool. Sit back and let me tell a story where action was mandatory for you to capture the glory. A different time before the hive mind and guidelines and a snitch could shine. Bye-bye to the wise guys. Now it's prime time for a bitch to lie. Without a reason for high treason, the streets was breathing. And if your people said we was beefing, then please believe it. There ain't no speaking, I mean the demons was really peeping. So by the word of God, if it was on, there was no leaving breathing. Wasn't no rise for the wicked. If you could climb through the thicket and find some family, you wouldn't have to lie to kick it. See, that's why I'm indifferent, that's just my point of view. But hey, dude, don't you be no fool. I breathe life in my children that they may witness the magnitude. These times it's the villains we look to and not gratitude. Peace signs and religion with no rise in your latitude. Please show me your vision. I can't vibe with your attitude. And I'm not just running my mouth. So if you run in my house, you won't face the barrel of the gun in my couch. There's no respect, that's why this gun's in a pouch. Cause if you flex and pull out, I won't hesitate to put this gun in your mouth. I'd rather beat your ass though, old scheming ass. Bro, y'all ain't even with these bitches, but you eating ass though. Like it's cool, I'm like, dude, that booty is in your food. I'm just saying, nigga. Don't be no fool. Ain't nobody with reverence, everybody just reference. Anybody with 60 followers, bottles and benefits. Benihana, $40 in a pocket of Benzies will get that, bitch. Ready, go. Never would I ever give a fuck about a nigga with a little bit of collar on a bitch about whatever. I don't follow any crowd, I got a pocket full of loud and anybody getting rowdy or be getting a barrage. What you gotta say, I'm screaming fuck you every day and everywhere that I can say I'm getting better than you'll ever be. Coming as a mayor, I'm someone you can play, so when I'm running in the game, I'm fucking with your energy now. How does it feel now? Are you real now? A real man or a real child? Are you real down? A real fan or a real pal? Are you healed now, bro? Don't you be no fool. In conclusion, this illusion we live in will lead to ruin. It's a given that we sow what we reap, but we keep it moving. Let these square cats that bang trap and boom back keep choosing. We're all trapped between white and black. It's a movement, in fact. Whether it's forward or back, that's our own doing. React or counteract the attack. Back to inclusion. We pack like sardine cans with no plan, so we losing. This goes out to you.
And you. And you. And you. Ain't nobody in there, I'm just...
Don't you be no fool. Hey, bruh. That shit's dope.
Thank you.
Like you're okay. What is your creative process? I know one of your songs, was when your people had passed away. But what is your creative process?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I just do things. I'm like the Joker on Batman. You know what I mean? Like, I just do shit. There's no plan. There's no rhyme, no reason. Shit just happens. Like, I can hear the most randomest shit, and it turns into a whole song.
Wow. Like
that. This is the love joint that I failed to be able to play because I'm not quite there with it. It all started just from that hook. This is the love. It just started from that. That's actually like a sample that I had found. That's all it was.
Wow. And
then the beat just built itself around there. You know, I mean, I picked up the guitar, and I picked up the bass, and I got on the piano. You know what I mean? It just happens organically. Like, if something in life is hard, you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, everything, I live by the philosophy of everything in life is easy. You know what I mean?
If you enjoy doing what you're doing.
Fair.
You know, too. But it looks easy. You know what I mean? But it's hard too.
I mean, it's like the plumber that's been plumbing for 30 years. This shit's easy to him. But when I was 16, I sucked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's about practicing to keep going and doing, you know, and never giving up.
Yeah.
You know, and we're gonna fail.
Yeah.
You know.
There's no such thing as a failure. It's just a lesson. It's just lessons that you learn. You know what I mean? It's impossible to fail. Because, I mean, if you're able to learn, then...
You didn't fail.
Right. If you fail to learn, that's a fail.
That's a fail.
You know what I mean? But everything comes in our life to learn. It gives us a lesson, something to observe and figure out so you can make life easier as you go along. You know what I mean? Like... And at 40 years old, I'm smashing these little niggas on everything. You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm talking shit. It's just that I've been there. I've done that shit. You know what I mean?
And you know what you're doing. You know what you got.
For sure.
And you got confidence because this is something that you've created.
Indeed.
You know, and you are amazing.
Thank you.
And it's funny. Someone yesterday said to me, he was like, I don't mean to burst your bubble. We were talking about something. He was like, I don't mean to burst your bubble. And then he said what he wanted to say. I said, you don't have to burst my bubble, but you can teach me something because I'm definitely willing to learn.
Yeah. And you don't got to be a dick about it.
Right. And he was like, oh. I said, yeah, I listen to everything that you say.
Yeah.
But you're not doing anything to hurt me. You're just educating me on something that I don't know. Yeah. And I'm willing to take it.
Yeah.
I don't know who he thought I was.
Yeah. No, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. And as you get older and shit, like I don't feel like I'm getting older. I feel like I'm getting better. Like I'm not 40, bro. I'm 2 20-year-olds.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, you know, that just is what it is, you know? Like I got twice the knowledge, probably in better shape. More than likely better looking. Like,
exactly,
you know what I mean? So
we're both light skinned. For those of you listening,
like they can't tell.
On SeattleHipHopRadio.com, we're both light skinned. You know how we light skinned people is, you know. But you know, it's greatness. It's great.
For sure. I want to know how your company kind of got started. It's a reverse interview. Now you see that flip right there. What gave you the idea to build the empire that you are currently building?
Well, you know, I used to do the Contour Monday nights, so I've always been in the Seattle entertainment. Yeah. I've tried to manage people, artists, you know, who are still doing artist work. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've just done a lot of things. I've done shows, and then the last recent thing I did, I was on Urban Solution Radio for a little while. So I had my own show every Sunday. But it wasn't what I wanted to do. Yeah. You know, it was a part of my process, a part of my learning. And I actually started at this warehouse. Shout out to Marlon. Shout out to Gary. Money and Cakes. I started at this warehouse. I've never worked a warehouse job in my life. And I've always been in nursing. So I go to this warehouse. And Marlon, he does... he makes people's dreams and visions into reality. Dope. So I was just telling him, you know, I kind of had the Monae media, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. Shout out to Peg. He's the one who made my Monae media for me.
That's my guy. Peg is one of the guys I've known since I was 15 years old.
I heard you say his name, but I didn't shout it out,
What up, DJ Peg?
And he's on SeattleHipHopRadio.com now. Shout out to you, man. Tony Starks was popping, and he just made. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I really honestly didn't. I got an iPad. I went and bought this, the stand and everything, and I said, I'm gonna just interview local talent. Yeah. And it just started, and then each time, and then I want to highlight this city. I feel like we need to have somebody that speaks up for our talent. Like, I feel like nobody supports each other. I feel like, not nobody. There are us special ones, but we could be doing more. We could be doing better.
For sure.
Everybody's doing their own thing, which I get it. I'm doing my own thing too, but I really, really honestly, this is for myself. I gained so much. I feel like I need to be of service.
Nice.
I love music. I love our local talent because I've been in the industry of local talent for over 15 years. And I genuinely love to see the growth, and the art behind it. Yeah. And it's a pleasure for me to be able to get to know the people that I'm interviewing behind the music. So there's a you behind all of this greatness that you do.
For sure.
So it just happened. I believe God has a plan for me.
Yeah.
And so when I feel like slowing down, he doesn't allow me to. So
I understand. I do 10,000 things every day. Like it's crazy, and it gets to be overwhelming. However, it's like whatever.
I can handle it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
I could be a lazy ass nigga and just be drunk on the couch. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm not with that shit.
And then I try to sleep in, but that doesn't happen because I'm laying in bed like, oh, bitch, you could be doing so much more than this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, it's time to go be great.
Indeed. Every day.
Every day. I don't care if it's the 4th of July weekend. We are still here shooting.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Likewise.
Yes.
And like I said, you're welcome tomorrow to come through, get in the pool,
what's tomorrow?
Whatever.
Y'all having a party?
Yeah, it's the 4th, right? Ain't that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't planned anything, you know? I haven't planned anything, so.
I figured I would put it on the interview, and that might make you be like, well, I said it on the interview.
Oh, so I might have to pull up.
It's cool. We don't really, have parties and shit.
Yeah.
I just, when I call people, they like, yo, Priest said come through. I'm coming through. Because they know I got a fridge full of food. I'm probably barbecuing. There's a pool in the back. There's a big-ass yard.
I peeked out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't judge me.
It goes down around here.
Dope.
There's a big ass room. It's my boys' room. Mm-hmm. They got Xboxes. They got a big ass TV. Mm-hmm. They got PS5. They got all the toys, all the Nerf guns, all the squirt guns. This is a live ass house to be at.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It's the spot. So
I might have to pull that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's all love. My lady, oh my God, she's down
amazing.
In the kitchen. Yeah.
I bet she does.
Yeah.
I met her before I came in. She's an amazing woman. What is her name?
Shay.
Shay.
She is Shay Black Creations. So
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen her on anything, Facebook, Instagram, anything like that?
Okay, I'm thinking of something.
She's Shay Black Creations or Shay Black Art on Instagram.
Okay.
I guess we should probably do the Instagram thing. I am at the one priest, so THE1 PRIEST on Instagram.
I need to add that because I don't have you on IG. I don't think.
Okay, I'm just now getting active on it because
IG's good.
I'm starting to see that.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see that.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Off camera.
Off camera.
We can't give you all this game.
Off the record. Okay, that's fair. That's
okay,
fair.
I want to add.
At THE. The number 1. PRIEST.
I found ya.
Yeah.
You had long hair?
Oh yeah, I had long hair for years. Since I was 18, I've been growing my hair out. It was
well, it's not long now.
Nah.
Okay.
I got rid of it. I started to look like an old ass angry biker and shit. The long ass hair, my beard. I used to have the Tech 9 beard and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I just
cleaned it up.
Yeah, I just looked like I had an issue with the world and shit.
So did you decide on your own that okay, you know, it's time to make a change, or do something different?
Yeah. And everybody was like, don't do it. Don't do. I mean, I'm talking about like dudes is like, bro, don't cut your hair, bro. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of my face. First of all, like.
I mean, when you want to be successful, you have to look at, you have to feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
For sure.
that's what you did for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do is take care of ourselves first.
Yeah.
You know.
A funny thing like about hair, I feel like your hair, well, it contains like essentially they get your DNA from hair, right? So it contains your DNA. DNA is a funny thing, right? Because it takes 5% of the human genome to create an exact duplicate of you. Just an exact duplicate. It takes 5%.
Okay.
Scientists call the rest of that 95% genetic junk.
What?
I don't believe that is genetic junk. I believe that is the history of the entire human race that is encoded in our blood.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like I'm able to do things so easily, because I'm tapped in for real into the universe. You know what I mean? Like anybody that's been here, I can absorb and utilize the knowledge that they have gained on this planet.
You know, I was gonna say that you're very spiritual.
I don't know about spiritual.
Well, like, okay, the universe. Okay, I don't know what you would call it.
I call it the universe. I call it us. I call it one. I call it God. I call it whatever the fuck.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like we're all the same thing. You know what I mean? And we can all absorb the knowledge of everybody if we're open to it, and we're not so closed off to think that we know everything. Like, you know, I know just enough to know that I don't know shit. You know what I mean? So you might see me talking to a bum and be like, bro, that's deep.
He got a story.
Like, you know what I mean? And he's giving me a perspective that I was not aware of. You know what I mean? Like without talking to this man, I'm not gonna call him a bum, without talking to this man or this woman, like I wouldn't get that lesson. I wouldn't get that perspective. And I would continue to be closed off to an individual that is like him or her if I ever met one again. You know, so that's just where the love comes into play. You know, so I can either be a teacher or I can be a student. It varies from
both
from
at
moment
all
to
times.
moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
I
It's
agree.
just you are whatever is necessary at that moment. You know what I mean? So
a lot of times I just, you know, ask how I can be of service throughout my day. When I walk out my door, I ask, how can I be of service today?
what?
And it's whew,
Yeah.
I be getting it.
I do that with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see somebody on the side of the road, and they're thrown off every time. I'm just like, what can I do? They're like, what? What can I do? What can I do for you right now?
Right.
Well, I mean, $20 would be nice. I'll be right back. Go to the ATM, grab them $20. You know what I mean? What the fuck is that $20?
Right.
I used to fucking drink that shit every 3 hours.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying that's good.
You know?
So you've been through a lot more than just, you know.
Oh yeah.
What we've talked about.
Yeah. I struggle with alcoholism big time, and I still do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still get trashed sometimes. You know, it's just it's encoded in me. My mom basically died of consumption, which they ended up calling Toombs disease, which basically developed as a result of her heavy and habitual drinking and shit like that. She died when she was 44. So she died 4 years from now, me being 40, if I was really still just...
So that opened your eyes too.
Yeah,
you know?
but I didn't learn that until like years later, because I ended up finding her. It's funny because I found her because when she got married, she changed her entire name to her middle name. She changed her middle name to what my birth last name was. And she named her daughter April. I was born in April.
Oh.
So she left me keys.
Oh, wow.
And you know what I mean? She left me clues and shit.
Oh, wow.
And I found her through those keys. And then found out that she died. I was living in Baltimore. This was probably like 8 years ago. I found out that she died, and I had a mental breakdown. I fucking lost it. You know what I mean? And that was like the start of like my heavier drinking and shit. I was also with a poisonous, horrible woman whose name shall not be, we'll call her Voldemort. Because her name shall not be mentioned. And that definitely didn't help. You know what I mean? I was never happy around her. You know what I mean? She was never happy with the people around her. She was super deflective and abusive mentally towards everybody around her. Had that air of superiority, fucking narcissism, all of that. And made me basically feel like that was my idea. You know what I mean? Because that's what they do.
And then growing up is a choice of moving away from those energies that you no longer want any part of. And a lot of people take it personally, but it's not even that. It's just where you are right now, I'm not trying to be a part of.
Yeah. And actually, consequently, in her defense, I definitely have some super narcissistic tendencies as well.
We all do.
So it wasn't as if it was all her. You know what I mean? It was definitely a us thing. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't abusing her. She wasn't abusing me. We were like mutual combatants. You know what I mean? Neither one of us was happy with each other the entire time, but it's the comfortability. When you get comfortable with something, it doesn't matter.
You deal with it.
Yeah, you just deal with it. You deal with it because it's comfortable. It's easy to keep being in this pattern, in this cycle, because change is scary, right?
Yeah.
How am I going to do anything without this?
Right.
Like when I first stopped drinking, it's like, how am I going to go places if I'm not drunk? How am I going to have a good conversation? How am I going to be happy if I'm not drunk? How the fuck is this? How does this work?
Telling you, you know, being in the entertainment business, I literally was out every day of the week. Yeah. I was night hours, and I always drank. I was at every club. I knew whatever was popping, and that was just what I did for years.
Yeah.
So, just a reminder, you're watching Monae Media on YouTube, and you are listening to SeattleHipHopRadio.com.
Hey.
And I'm sitting here with my boy Priest Mastersson, one of the greatest in the Pacific Northwest.
Just one of them.
We got a few. So, we are in our last 9 minutes.
Okay.
So, do you got shout outs? What would you like to leave with your fans?
I do have
your socials. Whatever you want to give to them, they want to receive it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I got some shout outs. I got a whole bunch of people. DJ Peg, of course. That's my guy. RC the Trackaholic. That's my guy.
RC.
My guy, Big Ro. Big Ro Puppy Dog. You know what I mean? What's good, bro? I've already, shouted out my bros and everything. Roger Henderson, rest in peace, and his whole family. We all love you. Hit us up if you need anything. P. Washington, what's good, my guy? We about to roll with this. We got to get in the lab. It'll be like King Kong and Godzilla for real. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I won't say who King Kong or Godzilla is. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We're just gonna see what it is. But let me see here. Intellect. BOC. That's squad work right there, for real. We're gonna work. We're gonna do some shit.
You are naming some big.
These are all my people. Wow. I've known all these cats, man, for years.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Marquise Holmes, what's good, my guy? That's my guy.
Yes.
Known him for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? DV1, what it do? Rockfella, what it do?
Yeah.
Funk Daddy, what it do? You know what I mean? Like, these are, man, I've known all these guys for like 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did I say DV1 yet? DV1, what it do? Peg, D-Docs, what up, D-Docs?
All these names that you're naming, I've either done or interviews, but I know them personally too.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm ready for y'all's story when you're ready for Monae Media.
Yeah.
Know that.
It'll be dope. We need to hear from everybody.
Yeah.
Julie C.
That's what Monae Media does.
Yeah. I see. And you break things down. It gives enough time to actually get through some things. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Mark Anthony over there in Cap Hill. You know what I mean? We're gonna do some work with this city. We're gonna do some things.
Yes.
Kun Love.
Shout out to Kun.
Kun Salisbury. What's good, my guy? Of course, he's a huge part of Seattle in general.
Humongous.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
He will be on Monae Media soon. We've already.
Yeah.
We're setting a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
There's too many to name. I mean, whoever you know, I'm shouting them out because I'm pretty sure he's locked in the phone. You know what I mean? Or she's locked in the phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've been in the lab and in the streets and with the squads
active.
And with the for a long time. It took me a long time to realize that I've actually had an impact in this city. You know what I mean? Even if it's a little. You know what I mean? Like I've been able to hopefully inspire some. I've been able to be inspired by some. It's been a good exchange of energy, and I'm trying to work with everybody.
And it's
you know
getting
what I mean? Jesse
better.
James.
Shout out to Jesse.
Bro, you know that I've been in your inbox like 3 times, like how much for a verse. I ain't even like, yo, come to the lab and come blow up with me. I'm like, yo, bro, how much what you need, bro? You know what I mean? Sonny
I'm tagging
Bono.
all of you guys,
right.
Okay? I'm just so you know, I'm tagging all of y'all in this. You gonna help me. I'm gonna need your help.
Yep,
okay.
I'm with it.
Okay, all right.
Sonny Bono.
Yes.
Bro, that's the guy.
Yes.
And we're getting ready to lock into production this next upcoming Monday. Not this Monday, but the next Monday. We're doing a video for the Yes Law joint. And that's featuring Sean P. He's on the second verse there. We didn't quite get to it, but I think we might wrap up with that so y'all can hear that because we're going to start the campaign with that. And that's how shit's going to start. So we dropping with Sean P. on the Yes Lord. And the video is going to be directed and produced by Sonny Bono. I don't know if produced is the right word, but he's gonna be the mastermind behind it. Cause I'm the audio guy, you know what I mean. But he definitely has some dope ass ideas in general. He's a super creative mind. And he's a marketing machine.
I've seen his marketing lately just been boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Make sure you guys join my group, Monae Media, on Facebook, because anything that you're doing, whatever it is you're doing, you just put a new song out, you're selling, you got a clothing line, whatever it is you're doing, I'm sharing that to my group. So invite people to join my group. I want to support everybody in what they're doing as much as I can, you know. Okay. A like and a share is not hard for Monae Media whatsoever. Yeah. Just.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta shout out my lady one more time. This is actually one of my son's designs.
Oh wow.
My 8-year-old designed this shirt. And she put it to fabric. You know what I mean? This is.
What's on the back?
This is her right here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shea Black.
Oh, yeah.
Shea like Shea Butter, SHEA Black. Shea Black Creations, you can look up Shea Black Enterprises.com. That's her website. She's an amazing artist, like super. She's down at the Pike Place Market
right now,
making racks right now. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, Daddy need to quit his job, baby. Daddy need to quit. You know what I mean? Because it's time to just embrace the art and the culture and everything.
Absolutely.
And not have to work towards somebody else's dreams.
Absolutely. And then us being active in the community is where you see our faces.
Yeah. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you said the name earlier. I was wondering where I seen it at, and it's because I read the back of your shirt.
Oh,
I just had to point that out.
Yep. Follow her on there too and check out some of her stuff. You know what I mean? We were just at Cal Anderson Park down there, and they've been running this event like steady, like every weekend I guess, or however it is. But We go down there and we support. You know what I mean? We buy the $10 cups of lemonade. You know what I mean? And we buy the shoes from the black vendors.
Yes.
And we buy the cheesesteaks from the black vendors.
Yes.
And we give back those dollars, because I could very easily go give it to somebody that doesn't even give a fuck about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I could go get a sandwich at QFC.
Exactly.
Spend the same money or spend that with my people and keep it in a circle, because I know when they want some art or they want some music, they gonna fuck with me.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So
show love, you get love, and you got a whole song.
And for sure, I wish it was in better
shape. I know, but that's okay though.
Shape.
It's not the right time.
Yeah, that's fair.
It ain't the right time yet. Gosh, I was gonna say something to you. Let me, okay, so I want to know, what is it that you want to leave with, young artists, who are trying to be where you are? Maybe some resources, how they can get a hold of you,
okay.
Depends on what they're trying to do. I mean, I don't know. What is it you want to leave with
as young artists, y'all just gotta keep on rolling, yo, and not being in your feelings when somebody is trying to give you constructive criticism, because that's literally all they're doing. There are some people that just talk shit. However, like, if you was to have a conversation with me and I was like, you know, I'm not really feeling that song, or woo-doo-woo-doo-woo, that's not coming from a place of hate from me. I'll probably give you ways that you could improve on it. I probably didn't like the song because the mix wasn't right. You know what I mean? Because a bad mix can ruin a good song 10 times out of 10. So keep on improving your craft. Keep investing in yourself. Get your vocals together. That's the biggest thing, because you can't just grab a shitty little mic and think you're about to be Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, get you a good mic, invest in yourself, get a good mic, get a good preamp, get a good compressor gate, and run your shit the right way so your sound is big. You know what I mean? And keep investing in yourself, because you can smoke a fucking eighth every day, but you can't spend $100 on yourself and your craft every week. That doesn't make no fucking sense. You know what I mean? There's other ways to be successful, and I feel like everybody knows what it takes to be successful, but there's very few people that are willing to go that extra mile to do it. You know what I mean? You can either get out and do some shit, or you can fuck off. You know what I mean? And that means two things, because if you're around me telling me, oh, nigga, you know how much I smoke, and man, I was over at then you know what? I don't want to hear that. You can fuck off.
That's not some, it is so funny, because people now, they may get upset with me because I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about, because it has nothing to do with moving forward in life. You know, what are you working on? You know, I mean, you're not talking to me about anything that is productive right now. Yeah. And I have, you know, said it that way, but, you know, I mean, come on, let's talk about something that's better, that's going to better us, that we're doing in the community. I mean, I don't know. I don't care about none of that shit. Yeah. Excuse my language. I usually don't curse on my show, but when I'm passionate about something...
You dropped all sorts of bombs. What you mean? You just saying that now?
Oh, my goodness.
You're around a sailor, too, so it just, you know, it don't really help. I don't give a shit, neither.
Man, what a way to end Monae Media. It's been absolutely a pleasure.
Likewise.
Have a happy 4th of July 2021. We are open back up. Yeah. You know, y'all be safe.
Please.
Be safe. Be great. Follow me, Monae Media, Melissa Monae on Facebook, IG Monae194, Monae Media 333@gmail.com.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's my turn.
Yeah.
At the One Priest. That's THE1 PRIEST. That's my Instagram. Or you can find me on Facebook. I'm an old nigga, so I'll be on Facebook too. Loophole Fiasco.
Right.
Cause I'm with all the shit and all the stuff, and I find ways around everything.
And he's an asshole.
And I'm the truly.
You said it.
Truly, no, it's real. It's real, and I accept that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I got it tattooed on the back of my neck. Let's see if they can even read it.
Careful. Maybe.
I'm fucking awesome. Can you see that?
Yes, you are. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, I appreciate it. It's Monae Media on YouTube, and you are listening to SeattleHipHopRadio.com.
Love.
Peace. Happiness.
All that shit.
Yeah. Put something on, then I'll get up.
No man.
Oh.
Forgive me for I have sinned. Woke up this morning and continue to win. Goddamn.